Friends, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, hello. Sorry for the little bit of a jump scare, but I did try to warn you. Hi, hey, hi, hello. So in today's video, I have a lot to update you about. There's been some things that have happened. I meant to film a video Wednesday, but I knew I was going to go today and shave my head. And I was like, you know what, let's just wait until after I've done that. And we can talk about it, feelings, thoughts, etc. So yeah, yeah. Before we get into today's video though, I just want to let you know that I have a mailbox now. I went to the UPS store and got a mailbox. Several people have reached out and asked me if they can send me a card or something, you know, for when I'm having surgery, etc. So that's listed in the description box down below. You're not obligated to send anything. If you want to send a letter, card, or postcard, send whatever you want, but I would be happy with just getting a letter. Like, seriously, I love getting mail. I've always loved getting mail, especially when it's a check and not a bill. So yeah, so that's listed in the description box down below for you, for your information. Okay, so I'm gonna weigh in. We're gonna talk about weight. Again, 1 week away. Talk about all that mess. We'll talk about some fun stuff, and then yeah, so let's start with the elephant in the room. I shaved my head. So I'm having a C2 to T2 fusion next Friday, May the 23rd. So we're talking about, so that's one, it's like right here to the middle of my shoulder blades. So they were going to shave up to here. And I was like, that would be a weird undercut. So I just went ahead and shaved it. And I went today and I didn't cry. And I am proud of myself for not crying. I got a little bit emotional. Like, I closed my eyes the whole entire time I was shaving my head. I just kept them closed. And then when he was done, I opened my eyes and I was like, holy shit. I was like, oh my God. I think I said, oh my God, like 5 times. And then I was like, I've got a big head. But you know what? It's not a bad looking head. It's pretty symmetrical. It's got this little hump right here. Right where my skull starts. Is this swelling? Or is that a bone? That must be a bone. Not so much a bone, right? Anyway, I don't know. So yeah, shave the head. And I did it because it's just going to be easier for recovery. Again, they're going to shave half of my head bald anyway. And this will just be easier, and it's easier with the neck brace. So we'll talk about that in just a second. I want to kind of go in chronological order so I don't forget anything, or if I tell you something you already know, I apologize. So week out, C2 to T2 fusion. I have to be there at 5:30 in the morning. And so surgery will start, you know, anywhere between, or they'll take me back probably 7:30 to 10 to 12 hour surgery. So hopefully I will be out if recovering in my room by 9 o'clock. See Rob for a couple minutes, and then he can come home and then come see me the next day. Yeah, it's a big fucking surgery, you guys. It's so big. It's so big. I got nerves today. Like, and it may be nerves, or it may also be asthma, because the humidity is 972% today because we're supposed to be getting some storms. I actually saw my immunologist today. But anyway, so yeah, yeah. Yeah, the nerves. I can't remember if I mentioned that Connie got me a Blow-A-Kiss, strawberry shortcake Blow-A-Kiss off, basically kind of for my birthday. And so my inner 5-year-old has taken over, and she bought the rest of them. So it's strawberry shortcake, angel cake, orange blossom, apricot, lemon meringue, and baby needs a name. Is that all? Strawberry, apricot, lemon, orange, angel, baby needs a name. I bought the rest of them on eBay. Now she bought me one that's basically in mint condition, new in the box. I bought ones that needed just a little TLC, just so I could have them. So thank you, Connie, again. Let's see, I have a new strawberry shortcake hat. You probably saw that last week. I have a strawberry shortcake phone case. I have a strawberry shortcake iPad case. I have a strawberry shortcake set of socks. I've got a strawberry shortcake hat. I've got, I already said hat, blanket. I've got a strawberry shortcake. What else do I have? Like toiletry bag. My inner 5-year-old took over, and I got permission from my therapist to let her. She was like, this is your inner child, Misty. Like, we've already talked about healing your inner child. And she was like, if this is what she needs to get through this, then just do it. And I was like, well, I'll have to do it within reason. I can't spend $1,000 on strawberry shortcake. I would have loved to bought the whole entire collection. There's several of them new in the box on eBay, but I was just like, I just want them and I want to display them, and I just love them, and they're fun to look at. And once it's done, which should be this weekend, my brother got the other one. He had to drive like to Blanchard, Oklahoma to get it for me off of Facebook Marketplace, but she was $20, so I'm not going to complain. So I won't have her yet, and I probably won't get her until he comes and visits after surgery. So anyway, thank you, Connie. Again, I really do appreciate you so very much. And yeah, the strawberry shortcake is real with this one. It's real with this one. So again, yeah. All right. So is there anything else I need to tell you that's like, oh, I told you about the address. If you're in the Dallas area and want to come see me, I'm going to be at Methodist Hospital. I don't even know how to tell you though. I don't know. So let me go back. So I talked to my therapist and she's like, how are you doing? And I was in a great mood. I've been doing well. So my psychiatrist, and he's like, how are you feeling? I'm like, I'm ready. Like, I feel ready. I said, it feels like it's 100 years away, but it also feels like it's going to happen tomorrow. Time has just lost all sense of meaning. Like, seriously, I never know what time it is. I never know what day we're on. I never know. I went to the immunologist, and I went to the UPS store to get this mailbox, and I was like, I didn't get the date right, I don't think, either time. And then, so the lady came today to fit my neck brace.
It's done.
Okay, so just look straight ahead, okay? It's honestly the best, easiest way to work with this, no hair, because it's hard to work around all the hair.
Oh yeah, getting caught and stuff.
Yeah, but just like it getting caught or not being able to see. Are you looking straight ahead? Is it tight? Is it like, what are you feeling?
And she was like, what's your husband's phone number? And I left off, she's like, what's the area code? I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Couldn't remember his birth date. So my brain is literally fried. Sorry for the dry mouth sounds. You guys know I hate that. So Rob's like, do you have your list for your bag for the hospital? And I was like, it's all packed. And he's like, well, do you have your fan? And I'm like, okay, let's go through my list. I'm going to have 2 bags. I'm going to have a bag in case I end up going to rehab. And then I'll have a bag that has like my cup in, because I like to take a cup with me to the hospital, an insulated tumbler I take with me, and that strawberry shortcake. That way I can fill it up with water there and it stays cold, unlike those pitchers that are plastic or whatever. So I always take one with me. I found silicone bendy straws because I was like, that's what the unknown is for me, is like, how am I going to operate, like me move after this? The lady with my brace, she's like, because I was trying to move around, she's like, you're not going to do that. You're not going to be able to do that. I'm like, yeah, I can't forget. And she's like, are you, because I went like this, and she's like, is that as far as you can turn? I was like, yeah. She's like, are you playing me? And I'm like, no, I've never been able to turn my neck more than like this either way. So she's like, yeah, it's going to impede a little bit more than that. It does fit. She's like, it's meant for your head to rest. And I was like, I could start wearing this today and be absolutely 100% comfortable, because I mentioned before, you guys have heard me say before, my head feels heavy. Like my head feels heavy, my arm feels heavy, my arms feel heavy. So it's like, it was a welcome relief. So yeah. So so we talked to the psychiatrist, good to go. He's like, yeah, and he tried to give me some wholesome YouTube channels to watch. I was like, thank you. It's like, I just watch drama and stuff. The inner 5-year-old has kept me busy playing my game and reading. If the game I'm playing is Midas Merge and One in Whole. All in Whole. Those are the 2 games that have my attention. So talked to my psychiatrist, everything was well, had a really good weekend, talked to my therapist on Monday. Rob and I went and picked out 3 different pinks for the guest room. So he's going to put that on the wall this week, and I will be able to decide which ones I like. So that's the last step, other than lamps, for the guest room that we'll redo probably sometime when I get out of the hospital. I'm so excited to see it finished and to have people come and stay with us. So that's something to look forward to. And then Monday I saw my therapist, and she was like, before we get into, you know, the surgery and stuff, she's like, how are you doing? And I'm like, I'm doing okay. She's like, well, what about yesterday? And I was like, I'm going to be honest. I mean, my brother and I have been non-contact with my mother now for 11 years. I was like, I didn't even remember it was Mother's Day until I woke up and Rob was on the phone with his mom. I'm like, why is he talking to his mom so early? I'm like, oh yeah, it's Mother's Day. And she's on the East Coast, so she's an hour ahead. I said, so yeah, it's not even a day that really registers with me anymore. I mean, I'll see Happy Mother's Day on Facebook and I'm like, oh yeah, Happy Mother's Day or whatever. But it's not something that really bothers me anymore. I mean, the first couple of years it did, because it's like my birthday. It was right around my birthday. It was like right before my birthday, and then of course there's Mother's Day. So, yeah, I still remember reading the Facebook post. Happy birthday to my daughter Misty. Even though you're not talking to me right now, I hope that you're having a really great day. Something, something, something. And of course she did that, and everyone in the comments was like bad mouthing me, how I'm, you know, in the wrong, etc. And I was just like, Lord have mercy on my soul. So anyway, yeah, there's that. So Mother's Day is not something that even registers with me anymore. And like later that afternoon, I feel like my mood did a 180, not 150, Misty. And not about that. I just felt like it felt heavy. Like it just felt heavy that afternoon. Just like everything just felt heavy. But I feel like I've kind of gotten out of that. I told my psychiatrist, I really believe that going to Spravato every other week and the vitamin D has helped my mood immensely. So I feel like that has helped so much. I feel so much better than I did the last couple of weeks. So I go for Spravato again on Monday, which is the 19th. So yeah, I'll go after that and get my nails done. I'm going to cut them all the way off. I am going to put some powder on it. We talked about this before, just so I don't bite them off, so I can have some nails when I get out of hospital. I'm going to do pedicure, I'm going to do manicure. I already took care of the head. And so yeah, so really other than that is just waiting. I have to be there at 5:30 in the morning. I honestly thought I'd have to be there at 4, because this is a 10 to 12 hour surgery and it'll start probably 7:30 or 8. So I'm like, that's going to be a long day for her. That's going to be a long day for me, but hopefully I sleep through the whole thing. So yeah, I went for pre-op yesterday. That was an interesting experience. Did I do pre-op? I don't remember doing pre-op for UT Southwestern like we did yesterday. I had a chest x-ray. They did a urinalysis. Now I had ketones in my urine and I had some protein in my urine, but I had a couple of liver things that were elevated. So I need to reach out to my rheumatologist about that, because one of the meds she put me on, she said this could cause your liver enzyme levels or whatever to be elevated. So I need to reach out to her to make sure we're doing okay with that. I stopped taking it. They wanted me to stop taking it last week. So it has been a week since I have had Celebrex, and it has been almost 8 weeks since my last RA infusion. To say that I am miserable is the understatement of the century. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell just how swollen that knuckle is. It hurts. This whole entire finger is hurt today. But like when I wake up in the morning, like my hands, it takes several minutes for me to be able to like open my hands fully. My lower back is killing me. I was hoping that we would be able to make a quick trip to Oklahoma, see my brother, see a friend, do a few things, but there's no way on God's green earth I can do a 4-hour car ride right now. I'm having to wear 2 lidocaine patches on my lower back. I'm putting pain stuff on it when I go to bed. I am taking my pain pills on the regular for like every 4 hours, sometimes every 3.5 to 4 hours, just trying to stay on top of it and get ahead of it, because it's just been awful. Now, the one thing that helps it, we've talked about this before, is me doing low carb or keto. If you struggle with inflammation in your joints, etc., you may need to lower your carb intake. And I know people get mad because, stop demonizing carbs. I'm not demonizing carbs. There are people who can eat thousands of carbs a day, probably. I mean, not really. hyperbole, but you know what I mean. Like there are people who can tolerate carbs and there are people who can't. So for me, I have some edema because we ate yesterday. I had some carbs yesterday. So, what was I saying? Shit, Misty. Oh, so the blood work. The one number that's come down though is my blood sugar. Blood sugar. So last week before last, I don't remember. I told you guys I was going to go as low carb as possible, and I have been going as low carb as possible. It's probably a little elevated right now. I sent Connie a screenshot. What did I do with it? I was kind of vlogging, but then I didn't. So 111. I haven't seen 111 in forever. So my 30-day average went from like well over 8. Where are we at right now? So my 30-day average, my A1C would be 7.9, down from like 8.7. My 14-day average is 177, so 7.5, so it went up just a little bit. 7-day is 7.2, and my 3-day, it doesn't have the 3-day. But yeah, I've had some really great blood sugars. Now, I will say the dawn phenomenon is real with this one. I'll wake up, like yesterday, was that yesterday or this morning? I don't remember. I woke up and it was like 1:30, and within 15 minutes, I was over 200, and it came back down. So I know it's just my liver dumping some glucose, you know, to get my day started. So I hate that though, but it is what it is. So I, went and did pre-op yesterday, and again, everything came out clear. Oh, the weight. So let's talk about weight. I know we're like halfway through the video. I mentioned in my last video I wasn't going to weigh. I was like, I'm not going to weigh. I'm not going to do it. I've been at 323. I've been stuck here for weeks. Not going to do it. I weighed in the other day at 312 pounds. Oh, hi friends. I'm editing this while I redress my dolly because I had to clean her clothes. So the picture you're seeing is 313. I had Rob take a picture when I weighed 313 because it was a huge shock. And then the next time I weighed, which was a couple of days later, it was 312. So I didn't take a picture because we were only down 1 pound. But I am right now 312. I haven't weighed again since Thursday. Did I weigh on Friday? I don't remember. So I'm editing this on Saturday the 17th. 6 days. 6 days. About to lose my brain. So I'm gonna weigh again before I go into, like, the day I go to surgery and see how we're doing. But as of today, or as I know of as today, I'm 312. 312 pounds. And I'm gonna pop in pictures from left to right, top to bottom, 2020 all the way to 2025. So here's how my body has changed. And here's how my face has changed. Now, I feel like my face hasn't changed much in the last couple years because of the angle that we're at. I try to get them all the same angle, but my body has changed a lot. A lot. So getting on the scale and seeing 312, that's the lowest I've been in my adult life. The lowest. And I still think that's probably like 7th or 8th grade weight. I am not gonna lie. So it's interesting. I told her, I was like, do you think I'll be $299 by surgery? I don't think that I will. We have a front moving through, so the weather is going to impact things. And I had carbs yesterday. We ended up getting diner food, and so I allowed myself to have some carbs yesterday. So it went a little bit elevated. So one of the things that I've really struggled with, and you guys have heard me talk about, is trying to figure out what I'm going to eat after surgery. Because I've been on Mounjaro now and GLP-1 since like 2021, my sense of taste and my sense of smell have changed, because that's what they do. They make food less palatable. Well, what it's done is it's made it almost impossible for me to eat, leftovers. The taste of reheated meat is just not where it's at with me. So I mentioned that I've been craving burritos. I wanted a burrito. Give me a burrito. So I think it's Stealth Health Cooking. I got an ad for him on Facebook. He does these burritos. He's one of those people that like make the burrito mush come out. And that looks gross to me. But anyway. Hey friends, it's a little after 4 p.m. I forgot to film today. So I woke up before 8, had a coffee. I've had my cold brew with the apple crisp syrup and the brown sugar cold foam for a year now. So rinse and repeat. And then it's a little after 4. I made a recipe from, I think it's Stealth Health Nutrition on Facebook. He does a lot of burritos. He has burritos in Target, I think. And I will try to remember to insert the screenshot of his recipe. I didn't add as much Greek yogurt as I doubled this recipe. I didn't add as much Greek yogurt as I knew he had because I can distinctly taste Greek yogurt even when it's mixed in like this. So I probably more than halved the Greek yogurt, and I feel like it still tastes delicious. And I am using these Extreme Wellness tortillas. The original recipe was for 6. I am currently at 8, 9 if you count the one I ate. I will probably have one more. I will try to remember to insert the nutrition at some point in my life, but I used 2 pounds of 93.7 ground beef, and then basically followed the rest of the recipe, just doubled minus, I think I only used like 4 or 5 ounces of Greek yogurt. So anyway, this tastes delicious. It's so good. I've been having it with, or I had it with a little bit of the Taco Bell Chipotle sauce. There's probably a couple of carbs. I haven't really paid attention, but I really like that sauce, and this tastes really good. So I am wrapping them in parchment paper and then putting them in foil. I'm gonna put them in a bag. Hopefully I like these reheated. We will wait and see. This recipe is delicious. 10 out of 10, would recommend. He had this like beefy, cheesy burrito, and I told her, I want to try that. So it was hamburger meat, enchilada sauce, taco seasoning, Greek yogurt, Laughing Cow cheese, and reduced fat cheese. He said fat-free cheese. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I went reduced fat. I'm not touching fat-free. So I did 2 pounds of 93.7, and then I did 1 can of enchilada. So I basically doubled most of the ingredients except for the enchilada sauce and the Greek yogurt, because I am not a fan of Greek yogurt. So I didn't want it to be overpowering. So I made it all, made up the burritos, put them in the freezer, and oh my God, they are so good. They are so good. I'm going to get the ingredients to make another batch of them this weekend. They're so good. If I can remember, I will link him down below. Stealth Health Cooking. He has a meal, like he does crock pot. He did a lot of like pasta in the crock pot, and he has like 100 different burrito recipes. He actually has burritos in Target. And I tried the chicken one. It wasn't too bad, but I could really taste the Greek yogurt in it. So it's like he doesn't do low carb. He does high protein, like all of these bros do, you know? So anyway, that recipe is really good. And I used low carb wraps. I prefer the taste of the Olay Extreme Wellness. They have more fiber, etc., over the Mission Low Carb. Number one, the Mission Low Carb affected my blood sugar like a normal tortilla would. And I would much rather just have a tortilla that doesn't taste like chemicals. You guys have seen me eat those before, and I've always said that's the better bad choice, the better bad choice. Well, it's not a bad choice, it's just a different choice. So I like these a little bit better. They freeze a little bit better. So yeah, and it says keto certified. Listen, ain't nobody out here certified in keto. I mean, hell, the FDA is not even going to be paying attention to chicken farms or beef. So there goes yay for that. We're all going to get salmonella or E. coli. So the weight is down, which is weird. Like I'm starting to get some dimpling on my stomach when I looked in the mirror, and because I can see that I've melted. Like I can see it with my eyeballs. And I tried on a shirt earlier, and it was like 3 sizes too big. And I was like, holy shit. So I've lost at least 1 to 2 sizes, but I saw some dimpling on my belly, and I'm like, oh, I can tell I'm losing weight because I have dimples on my belly. So it's just weird. So weird. It's so weird. But I'm doing my best. Like I said, I went ahead and had carbs yesterday. I didn't fret about it. I didn't beat myself up about it. I've just gone on about how I'm doing. I stopped metformin. I was going to stop it next week, but I went ahead and stopped it the last couple of days. I can't take it if I'm going to go somewhere. I can't take it if I'm going to go somewhere. So I could have restarted it like when I got home, and that would probably help the blood sugar. But I don't want to. So I'm going to wait until after I'm home and halfway healed to possibly go back on metformin, especially if I'm having issues with constipation or whatever. But yeah, no, that's a no for me, dog. And I haven't even decided if I'm going to eat next Thursday. I told Rob maybe I'll eat like at noon and then just fast after that, and just drink a gallon of water. I have to be there at 5:30 in the morning, and I have to pray to God that I have a vein that pops up in my left hand. I do have a portable heating pack, like a hand warmer thing that I can use to help bring that up to the surface. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully I'll make it easy stick. She did say that they have an entire pick team, like a pick line, like, so they only do like pick lines, IVs, etc. And she said if the nurse can't get it, they can call someone. And I was like, okay, that's great, because I want it in my left hand. It can't go in my elbow because I won't be able to get comfortable at all. So I really need it to go in my left hand. So we'll have to figure that out. But these veins like to hide first thing in the morning. They're big and juicy right now. The phlebotomist, she was like, which arm? And I went like this. I was like, either one. She went, like, her eyes literally bugged out. She's like, I'm going for that one. I was like, okay. It's like, I'm a pretty easy stick, let me tell you. And she was good. I felt a little bit, but clearly I bled more than I thought I would. But she was real easy. Everybody at this hospital has been fan-fucking-tastic. Methodist is new to me. I've never been there. So it'll be an experience. And I asked the medical assistant who is responsible for diet, because I said I don't want a heart healthy diet. I don't need a heart healthy diet. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have heart issues. I got clearance from the cardiologist. He's like, I don't even know why you're here. So it's like, I don't need a heart healthy diet. I need a lower carb, high protein diet, so I'm not stuck taking 90 units of insulin a day. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I don't know. But yeah, so is that it? Mailbox, weight, hair. Like, is that everything? I did ask somebody what they put on their head, and they're like, I'm just using my facial moisturizer, so I put some moisturizer on it. It got a little bit of like raised clipper burn, or whatever you want to call it. So you can see where my glasses are. Got a fat face. So yeah, I'm ready. I feel ready. I feel not excited. I'm still not excited, but I just feel ready. And I'm just, my therapist said again, 70-50. And I'm like, again, I'm trying to be realistic. I'm trying not to get my hopes up. I said, but I would love 70%, but I'm going to be happy with 50%. Like, I want 70% more than anything, I've ever wanted in my life. I want to be able to drive. I've been watching Dollar Tree dinners and how she, she's lived a week for 2 people for $40 at the Dollar Tree. And I'm like, I would love to be and she did a whole price comparison video. And like, all of the groceries at Walmart was $90, and all the same groceries at Dollar Tree were $60. And I told Rob, I was like, that would be fantastic. He has zero patience for that. So it would have to be me. I could go with him. He would drive, but I don't think Dollar Tree has scooters, and trying to push my walker through Dollar Tree, I don't know how that's going to look. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But that's what I want. I want to be able to shower every day. That's the other thing. She's like, okay, you're going to use this wash the night before, and then you're going to use the wash the next day. I was like, I normally don't shower every day. And she's like, do your best. And I was just like, fuck. So I told Rob, I was like, Friday morning, you'll have to help me wash with this soap, so we can make sure, I'm disinfected or whatever. So I remembered the no lotion and no deodorant, but I wasn't expecting having to wash and that stuff. So yeah, I already have my post-op appointment. It'll be June 10th, so that's when they'll take out the staples. So yeah, I mean, everything's ready to go. I'm ready to go. My bag is packed. My 5-year-old is playing with her dolls and having a good old time, and I'm just ready, just ready. This has been 8 years. This started in October of 2016. And some of it's caused by other issues, but a lot of it's caused by this. And, if we just found this sooner, or paid attention to this sooner, or just done it sooner. Again, I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. So I 100% believe that I'm meant to be with her. Like, I'm meant to be with her. She's meant to be my doctor. And I trust her, and I want to talk to the anesthesiologist. I want to talk to the, the nutritionist or whatever. I'm just ready. Just ready to go. So this will be the second Memorial Day weekend that I spend in the hospital. Luckily, I went to the immunologist today, and my lungs, he's like, you passed your breathing test with flying colors. Your lungs look good. There was nothing on the chest x-ray. You know, you sound good. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not worried. I'm worried about, you know, being under for 10 to 12 hours. Not so much about the rest of it. So, I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that's it. That was probably all over the place. So, dolls, mailbox, haircut, weight, therapist, pre-op. That's really about it. Right? Yeah, I think that's it. Excuse me. So I did a full beat. I told Rob, like, I look weird. I really do hope that it grows back thicker. I mean, I just have so much hope for the future. Like, I'm trying not to get emotional. I got nervous today. We pulled into Presbyterian today, and I don't know if it's my chest. Like, asthma, I don't know. I mean, it can't be asthma because I wasn't tight when he listened. But it's like, you know, just the anxiety hit me. I don't know if it was because we were at a hospital campus or what. I was just like, okay. Methodist has a piano player in the lobby of the hospital. And that was freaking cool. So cool. So we'll see. Best experience in a hospital was Texas Presby. In the ICU. The bed was just the most perfect bed ever. Oh, we got a bed topper. We should have bought that. I wanted this years ago, and Rob was like, probably not going to do anything. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, he put it on the bed on Sunday. This has been the best week. Like, I couldn't have picked a better week to start using this. So our mattress is like almost 10 years old, and I've hated it since we bought it. It's a Stearns & Foster. It's not a pillow top. Like, there's no extra padding, and it has springs. So, like, just the way I lay on my side, it just was, my hips were hurting so much. And I was like, I can't do this. Number one, going off Celebrex, I've got to do whatever I can do to limit the amount of stress on my joints and stuff, the amount of inflammation. That's why I'm trying to stay as low carb as possible. Again, I allowed myself yesterday, back on the wagon. We're having ribeye, and I'm having ribeye and canned mushrooms for dinner. So, what was I saying? Anyway, like, so yeah, so sleeping on it, and he was like, okay, yeah, it's good. I was like, yeah, it's good. It was needed. It was necessary. I still haven't made a decision on renting a recliner. I haven't called around. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. I feel like if I go to rehab and kind of, you know, do the intense physical therapy and stuff, that coming home will probably be easier than if I just come straight home and have to learn how to get up and out of bed, etc. So if I have a wedge, so I feel like I can prop myself up. But if I really, really struggle, then I will see about renting a recliner. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to roll up into the hospital with my strawberry shortcake beanie on my head, with my strawberry cow berry, with my strawberry shortcake bag, with my strawberry shortcake other bag, with my strawberry shortcake purse. I'm going to go in there just dressed to the nines and give zero fucks about it, you know. Buying dolls, I feel like is not bad. So, yeah. They bring me joy. And I just clinging to that, you know. Whatever brings me joy. Okay, thank you. All right, friends. I will probably try to see you before surgery. I thought about trying to vlog it, but I'm not sure I will be able to. But I don't know when I'll be able to get you an update. Just keep an eye out on the community tab, and I'll try to post when I'm able to. I don't foresee myself being able to do. I bought an iPad so I can, you know, communicate. I don't know what we're gonna do about Roxy. I guess I'm just gonna have to leave her a shirt or something because she is clingy AF, and so it's going to be hard for her and I to be away from one another, on both of us. But yeah, so we'll figure that out. 1 week. It's been 1 week. Thank you guys so much for your kind comments on the last video. I don't know, I feel like I'm on the, is it precipice? Is that what, Misty, stop trying to use $25 Scrabble words. I can't think. Like, I just feel like this is my jumping off point. You know what I mean? Like, this is, I climbed this mountain and here's the lookout, the drop off or whatever, you know, here's midway, you know, so I have such high hopes for this. I just have so high hopes for this surgery. And like I said, I trust my surgeon, I trust her team, I trust her instincts, I trust her decision. You know, I just have trust in all of it. And, you know, I'm ready to be on the other side of it because I want to know what life looks like what moving and mobility looks like. So yeah, titanium rods and I think like 75 to 100 pens, something of that nature. The good news is I don't have to keep my incision covered. And because I was about to buy some Tegaderm and I was like, let me look. And so I got my instruction. It's like, no, it can get wet because when I had my back, I had dissolvable stitches and that had to stay dry. This is going to be staples, so that doesn't have to necessarily stay dry. They actually said it's better if you leave it open to the air or whatever. So we'll see. Just have to, you know, not get any infections. I've been wearing my mask. He's been wearing his mask. Like, we're just doing everything on our end that we can to make this as successful experience as possible. So yeah. It's crazy that it's 1 week away. 7 days. Seven dias. Anyway, okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. Again, I'll try to, maybe I'll post a Wednesday vlog, kitchen table vlog to kind of give you an update. I may show what I've put in my bag. You guys let me know if that's stuff that you're interested in the least bit. Again, please don't feel obligated to send anything to the mailbox. You can if you want to, but please don't feel obligated. I wish I could put into words the level of thanks I feel for you, especially for those of you who've been with me since we started this back in 2017. It has been a long, harrowing journey. Oh, someone left a comment about the nerve conduction study didn't hurt. Lord have mercy on your soul. I am so glad because mine was painful AF. You know, it's been painful, all the testing and worried about I had ALS or, you know, all of these things that happened over the last 8 years to get us to this surgery. I just thank you because there have been some times that you guys are the reason why I'm here. I'm not going to lie. Like I've tried to build a safe community. You know, I have 1,000 of you that watch on the regular and I appreciate you so very much. I just really, really do. You guys mean the world to me. Your support means the world to me, and I just appreciate you guys showing up for me even when I just need to sit down and ramble. I appreciate it. So yeah. All right, friends. Rub my head for good luck. I don't know if you can see up here. Oh, he got me real good up there. So yeah. I was like, how far do I go back with my makeup? So I stopped at my hairline. How big my forehead is. It's, you know, and you know what I remind me, what's that movie with the, what are they called? Mannequin. Is that the name of the movie? I look like a mannequin before he has a wig on with these big ass lashes. It's a pretty eye look though. All right, I'm rambling. I love you guys. You are the best. Thank you for being who you are. I will try to see you again next Wednesday. 7 days. 7 days. We've got this. We can do it. All right. Love you. Bye.